Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, and I hope you lot are all doing well today, mate. I really do hope that if you're a Chelsea fan, odds are you're feeling pretty darn good right now, because it looks like Frank Lampard's tricky Blues are in a title race. And oh my word, could they be in a title race with Tottenham Hotspur? I don't know. I'm not actually talking about that today, but I had been thinking recently the only thing that would be more unforgivable than Jose Mourinho joining Tottenham as manager would be Jose Mourinho winning Tottenham a Premier League title. So let's all pray to our respective gods that does not happen. Anyway, back to Chelsea. Chelsea are doing very well at the moment, defensively resolute. I think Edouard Mendy has the most clean sheets in the Premier League despite not playing that many games or playing less games than other goalkeepers. Our back four looks excellent, dynamic, attacking fullbacks. But today I wanted to talk about the front three because Frank Lampard does have a little bit of a problem, and that involves probably our most important attacker last season, Christian Pulisic, and the balance of the front three. So it's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully you enjoy it. Settle in, subscribe if you're new to the football. Okay. So settle in, enjoy yourselves, get comfortable, consider subscribing if you're new to Football Therapy, daily videos regarding Chelsea. Drop a like if you want to help me out. And let me tell you about my sponsor, OneFootball. Hey, I love football, you love football, we all do. We want to check stats, fixtures, lineups, statistics, transfer news on the regs. And you can do that via the OneFootball app. It's totally free, it's slick, it's functional, easy to use. You follow your teams you want to follow, gives you alerts and everything you'll ever need regarding the beautiful game. I use it daily on the regs, man. You can too by clicking the link in the top of the description. It will take you 1 second. Go check out OneFootball. Click, click. Alright then, let's get into it. So, Frank Lampard's team is looking incredible at the moment, and to be honest, it nearly picks itself. Edouard Mendy is always going to be in goal, and the first choice back four does consist of Chilwell, Zouma, Thiago, Silva and Reece James. The midfield three will always consist of N'Golo Kante and CDM, flanked by both attacking eights, Kai Havertz and Mason Mount. That offers the most balance. It genuinely does. Now, of course, the Wizard of London, Hakim Ziyech, is always going to start on the right-hand side, but the other two, centre forward and left wing, how's it gonna go? Well, Timo Werner is always gonna start, I think, but it's whether he starts up front or on the left, and whether Tammy Abraham starts or Christian Pulisic starts. Now, here are both lineups respectively of how Chelsea could look with either Pulisic or Tammy Abraham in the lineup. Take a look. Basically, it's kind of two different approaches. You might argue Timo Werner up front is where he does his best work, and that might be true in terms of his goal scoring, and then you think also, how can you not play Christian Pulisic? But we're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail. First off, Tammy Abraham, man. Everyone thought this guy was going to be a casualty of the new signings, and maybe a lot of the academy kids, but to be honest, Hudson-Odoi is getting minutes, Tammy Abraham's getting starts, Reece James is getting starts, Mason Mount's getting starts. We're still pretty darn Academy FC. Do you know what I mean? Billy Gilmore's going to get back in there soon as well, and he's an absolute baller. Anyway, back to Tammy Abraham. I think he's got like 9 goal involvements in just 7 starts for Chelsea this season. He's actually got pretty darn good form. Granted, he had more goals at the beginning of last season, but he started more games and he just exploded onto the scene last season. But Tammy, he's been really good, man. In fact, he's really developed his game. Yes, he can still run in behind and make the runs like he did against Newcastle. Obviously got his goal. Great header on target as well, but something that you've seen in Tammy Abraham throughout this season and when he's come on, his game has developed so much in terms of the more complete number 9. In certain games you'll see his average position is more on the actual halfway line, playing in the likes of Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and even the midfielders, the attacking 8s, to run past him. His hold-up play is so much better. He's way better in terms of winning aerial duels, using that incredible height of his, but he's still getting goals and, most notably, more assists. He's being much more or much less selfish and he's laying off the balls to other players. I think Tammy Abraham realised when all these new superstars came in that he's going to start having to be more functional and helping them score. If he can help them score, then there will absolutely be a place for him in this Chelsea team, and he's got to use his physical traits more, which he's beginning to do so. Obviously, he's starting games as the number 9 as Christian Pulisic's been injured. Werner's moved down the left. He can still run that left channel and, you know, score goals and make assists like he has been doing. But you have to pose the question to yourself, has this Chelsea team generally become more functional with Tammy Abraham playing in the number 9? Possibly. You could argue Giroud will be really good at that as well, which he is, you know, world-class target man, still remains the case, but Tammy Abraham is getting better at that, and of course he's far more mobile than Olivier Giroud because he's, you know, he can run quite fast and he's young, and Giroud never had any pace to lose, let's be honest. So in terms of functionality as a 9 in this team, Tammy's looking pretty darn good at the moment in terms of his average position development, his all-round game development, and his stats. His numbers are really positive. So, does that mean you just start Tammy Abraham and farm Timo Werner out on the left? Well, this is really difficult because I love Christian Pulisic. Yes, he's had terrible injury problems, but let's just say for a moment, he's fit, Tammy's fit. What do you do? Like, I've obviously made a very strong case for Tammy Abraham in terms of the functionality of the whole team and having that kind of player up front. But Christian Pulisic was our best attacking player last season, and in terms of running that left channel ragged, he's incredible. If he can develop a relationship with Timo Werner up front in terms of the interchanging play, then maybe the front three of Pulisic, Werner, and Hakim Ziyech still remains our best front three. Think about it, Christian Pulisic ran Liverpool ragged when he came on, he scored in an FA Cup final, he scored in loads of high profile games, and he looks like an absolute weapon. So on the surface of it, it's very inviting to have Pulisic, Werner and Ziyech in terms of general dynamism and quality up front. But, you know, it's so easy to fall into that trap of that FIFA mentality and go baller, and sort of ignore the balance of the team. And remember, there are other benefits of Tammy Abraham in terms of set pieces in both boxes. He's looked so much better in defending corners like Drogba used to do for Chelsea. He's been given the same role, and of course attacking set pieces and winning aerial duels. But I want to go back to what I said a couple of minutes ago in terms of alleviating pressure and the balance. Werner's not going to hold the ball up, and then suddenly that front three of Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic, no one's going to hold the ball up. That's not how Chelsea are going to play. But with Tammy, he can do that, and he can also run in behind and combine. So I literally cannot decide. I loved Pulisic last season, like I said. I think he's our best attacking player then, and I think he's such a world-class talent. But I really love what Tammy Abraham's bringing to the team, and as we keep winning, he's that constant as the number 9. And granted, Frank Lampard could just play whoever he thinks is more appropriate in terms of the opposition, but for the moment, I don't know, man. So I wanted to make this video, explain the case for both players in both lineups, and basically get your opinions on the subject. So I've put it out there. Get down into the comment section below and express yourselves. Who would you start? Would you start Pulisic or Tammy? Would you basically move Werner from the left wing to the striker? Let me know, get down in the comment section below and explain why. Explain why you've made that decision and why you think it's the right one, and I'll be keen to read all your comments down below. If you have enjoyed the content today, boys and girls, please do drop a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. Remember to subscribe to Football Therapy if you're new to the experience. Also, feel free to come follow me on Instagram. I'm posting on there all the time, man. At Football Yannick on Instagram, and you know, I'm streaming on Twitch quite a lot. Yan's Yard. Feel free to go follow me on Twitch and watch me play video games. Is there anything else? Probably not. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk. I'ma get it how I'm living. I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.